President Donald Trump spending part of his Christmas evening posting on social media where he then announced the U.S. had launched, quote, powerful and deadly strikes in Nigeria targeting ISIS militants. Officials overseeing U.S. military operations in Africa said an initial assessment now shows the strikes killed multiple terrorists. We turn now to our White House reporter, Willie James Inman, who's following the president in West Palm Beach this morning. Willie, good to be with you. Can you first walk us back to explain how we got here?
Well, the president has been talking about this for weeks now, telegraphing essentially what he was going to do in terms of pushing back against terrorists who are targeting Christians in Nigeria. Now, in early November, the president posted about this. He said that not only would he take away aid from Nigeria, but that he would go in guns a-blazing, essentially, paraphrasing and quoting his social media post there, essentially saying that the country there, the government of Nigeria, is not doing enough to protect Christians. Now, Nigeria pushed back on this assumption and said that they, of course, are working to protect their citizens. But the president nonetheless told the Department of War, or the Pentagon, the Defense Department, to prepare for potential military action. Now, here we are with these strikes that took place last night. The president announcing these strikes against ISIS militants in northwest Nigeria. And we, of course, know, according to a statement from AFRICOM, that, of course, is the military apparatus that oversees military operations in Africa for the U.S., that several of these alleged ISIS militants were killed in this strike. And the president saying that it was a powerful strike. The Secretary of Defense, I'll note, he said that there's potentially more to come. So we could potentially see more strikes if you read into the lines of the Secretary of Defense's Pete Hegseth, his statement there. So a lot of moving parts of this, and the story developed and broke late last night in the evening. And we anticipate and wait for any further response coming from the U.S. government. And you did see some video there of a missile being launched, appearing to be launched from a ship, but no other video that we've seen come out from the U.S. government just yet. Chanel.
And Willie James, I know you're saying this is a very fluid situation, but do we know if there was any coordination with the Nigerian government here?
Yeah, there was some coordination and intelligence sharing, in fact, with the Nigerian government, according to a statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs, to be exact, went even further. According to the AFP, he spoke with a local television network in Nigeria and said essentially that he was on the phone with Secretary of State Marco Rubio ahead of these strikes, ahead of when they took place. And he also mentioned that intelligence sharing. Remember, as I mentioned, the Nigerian government had pushed back against the notion that they weren't protecting Christians. They denounced all types of violence, whether it's against Christians or Muslims. In this case, in particular, there have been targeting of Christians, but analysts will point out that mostly Muslims have been targeted in this violence in that part of Nigeria, in northwest Nigeria to be exact. But there was some coordination between the U.S. government and the Nigerians, and it looks like this operation will continue because the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria said that this is an ongoing operation. Chanel.
Okay, Willie James Inman, we'll keep a close eye on this. Thank you.